Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon by JK, and this is World Party. This is pretty much my introduction to this band. I've never heard of them. Not even like mentioned, so I'm super new to this and very excited. So again, thank you, JK, for sponsoring this video. I do appreciate it. And let's look at the if we got any kind of notes by JK. Let me see. Yes. All right. So it says that this is a KARL Wallinger tribute. And it says KARL was the keyboardist for the Waterboys before he broke away and started his own band, World Party. In the mid-80s, you reacted to both bands over a year ago. Oh, okay. But only one song by World Party. Okay. So that must be, if it's only one song and by this particular band, then I wouldn't remember. So it says, but only one song by World Party that I know of. KARL died on March 10th of a stroke at the early age of 66. Wow. Insane. Well, I didn't know, I did not know this, so that is obviously unfortunate. So, it says here the three all songs listed here are by World Party. So yeah, I'm sure if I Google on the channel World Party, we will see it. Oh, even with Alexia. Okay. It says World Party first couple reaction to Love Street. And then I did a that's it. All right. Well, this is going to be then a tribute. I didn't know this, so that is unfortunate. But hey, let's enjoy his music and through the marathon and his memory. And KARL Wallinger. Okay, so the first song we're going to do is Ship of Fools. This is by World Party, Private Revolution album. The first three songs actually, Private Revolution, 1987. We're gonna do Ship of Fools, Private Revolution, the title track, and then All Come True. Then we're gonna do the second album, Goodbye Jumbo, from 1990. This is called Way Down Now. And then from the third album in 1993, let's see, called Bang, we're gonna do Is It Like Today? And it says KARL deserves this tribute, and you'll see. Thanks. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, JK. I appreciate the email and the request and everything. And let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy the memory here. And well, let's get it started. Well, I got everything out of the way, and it has to be read, so I can take these off. And if you're new to the channel, please do like the video or dislike the video if it's not good. If you like the channel, if you like anything, then please do subscribe. A lot of people are not subscribed, like about, I don't know, 80% or so, I don't know, 70 or 80% of people that regularly watch the channel are not subscribed. I know sometimes it's like, hard to kind of like make that decision, and I know how it is, to subscribe. But you can, if it bothers you, you can also turn off the bell, and then you can pretty much, you don't constantly get these updates by YouTube. But hey, whatever you want, of course. So here we go with Ship of Fools. I can't wait to listen to more, and by the looks of the video, it looks like we had a lot of fun, Alexia and I. So here we go with Ship of Fools. Here we go.
We're setting sail to the place on the map from which no one has ever returned. Drawn by the promise of the joker and the fool, by the light of the crosses that burn. Drawn by the promise of the women and the lace, and the gold and the cotton and pearls. It's the place where they keep all the darkness you need. You sail away from the light of the world on this trip, baby. You will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, no. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, no. I wanna run high right now. Avarice and greed are gonna drive you over the endless sea. They will leave you drifting in the shallows, drowning in the oceans of history. Traveling the world, you're in search of no good, but I'm sure you'll build your Sodom like you knew you would. Using all the good people for your galley slaves, as your little boat struggles through the warning waves, but you don't pay. You will pay tomorrow. You're gonna pay tomorrow. Yeah, you're gonna pay tomorrow. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, 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 no. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail with this ship of fools. No, 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 no. Where's it coming from? Oh, where's it going to? It's just a ship of all aboard.
Very good. I love it. Very cool. I like it. Very I don't know. The style, you know, is I don't really remember the Water Boys, you know. And so I just read a little bit here about him. I have him pulled up. There's some pictures of him, of course, way younger with the Water Boys, only 2 years, and then from 86 to 2015 with World Party, and then apparently I think just as a solo artist. But this is great. You know, it reminds me a little bit of the delivery of the vocals. I don't know, like, but just it's just like just a reminder. I'm not saying it's the same, but the way what's his name? Yeah, Mick Jagger sings. It reminds me a little bit of that. And we just did a Nick Lowe marathon, and we did some Nick Lowe for JK, Alexa, and I, and it's pretty different, but I don't know, like it just it's in that style, you know, XTC, that kind of stuff. So I really like it. It's what a bummer, you know. I mean, because 66 is not old, you know. I mean, Alexia's dad is 63, and he's like, he does everything. He's like the youngest guy that I know, the youngest dad. You know, he does like literally everything with us, and he comes over, plays tennis, or you know, biking. Like it's that. I mean, 66 is not old. I don't even think 70 is old. I think with 80, like mid 80s. Now I don't know. You know, I could be wrong. It also depends on injuries and stuff like that, or just a way of life. You know, I don't know. You know, it all depends on, you know, our bodies, you know, but just 66 as an age nowadays, you know, is not very old. So yeah, I was shocked. I'm always shocked when people at that age, even 70, when they pass away. It's such like when, you know, when it's 80, 85, 90, I'm like, okay, that's, you know, more in the norm nowadays, you know. But I mean, look, I also have this you know, 66. So Alexia's grandmother is 98, so that's literally like, imagine, like, you know, 98, so that's like a whole lifetime more than 66. So that's why I view age a little bit like, for me, 66 is very young. So it's a real bummer that that he passed away. And then from a stroke, it's so sudden, you know, nobody sees it coming. It's a bummer. So yeah, this is really sad, you know. And then I like it, you know. I really like the music. It's really good. It has something, I don't know what it is, but I like it, you know. So same album, we're gonna do Private Revolution, and yeah, let's keep going. I like the music. I like the piano. I like his singing, the style. Even though I compared it to Mick Jagger, I do like the Stones, don't get me wrong, but it just has a little bit of that similarity, you know. Like, I'm not saying he sings like Mick Jagger or anything, just like the style of delivering the vocals, you know. So let's keep going with Private Revolution. Here we go. Okay.
If you want a revolution, baby, there is nothing like your own. You don't have to do all those burning books. Revolutionize at home. Someone been hiding the pieces. Someone been burning down the trees. So we need your revolution, baby. There's a planet to set free.
Okay, now he's singing completely different delivery. Excuse me. Yeah, it's totally different delivery and style of music and the vocals. So totally different, same album though. They're really cool.
We are the revolution, baby. We're going to take you home. If you say you want a revolution, baby, well, there's nothing like your own. We are the revolution, baby. We're going to set you free. After your revolution, baby, there is nothing you can't be.
wanted to stop it. They just like they stop and then the next one plays. Okay, let's put this. So this one, it sounded so different from the first one, and then the. I don't know if these are real trumpets, if it's more keyboard. Let's figure it out. And then the drums, those sounded a little bit, like electric drums. And I don't have anything against electric drums. Let's see. Aha. So let's see. World Party. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the album. Private Revolution. Drums. Aha. Yes. That's what I thought. They don't. Those trumpets were keyboards. Sampling. It's I totally fine. Oh wait a minute. There is a sax player here on Ships of Fools. And honestly, I don't care how the sounds are being made. I mean, I've even worked on my like recordings, like with a studio, and I don't have real strings and stuff, real string instruments. But also, this is from '87. It was a different technology, and now when you load up a in your studio like a strings, those are real strings, but it's recorded in MIDI, and then you can, every key of your keyboard is obviously a different note, and with that, and then you can do chords and create like these amazing string sections, and they sound like completely real. It doesn't sound like MIDI. It's actually a real instrument recorded and then put into each note on your keyboard. So it's amazing what you can do, and then you can add whatever you want to that. Like you can play a trumpet. It sounds like a trumpet. It is a real trumpet, and then you play that trumpet and whatever you scale you want, and then you can add delay or reverb or whatever, distortion. It's crazy. I've created some crazy stuff because I'm fascinated, for example, like by of course everyone is fascinated with Vangelis, right? So that kind of stuff that he did in Blade Runner, I've tried to do that, and of course I can't do it like he, and but I try, to create like these crazy walls of sound. So that's why I'm saying I don't have any trouble or problem with music, like when they're using keyboards instead of like real wind instruments. Not at all, and I know that was a big thing in the 80s. It was just, I guess, also a little bit cheaper than to have an entire horn section. If you could do the horn section on your keyboard, hey, you are saving money. Okay, so now the last track from the same album. This is All Come True, and let's see, because what I liked about Ship of Fools and Private Revolution was that the complete different musical styles, even the way he was singing. And I like that, when you pop in a CD, and it doesn't all sound the same, because sometimes that is, it just happens with some artists that pretty much the entire album is based on a specific way of playing and sound. And when you like, that's what I like about Elvis Costello, for example, that every time I put on something, it's like, if I wouldn't know that it's like his voice, because that's the only one that gives it away, I would be like, what is this band? Like, who are they? Because they're always playing different music. And also, I guess the way he sings, he has this very deep voice, and it's very good, but he can do it all, I love that. So, okay, but let's continue World Party. All Come True. Let's see. That synth drum.
Someone was round here asking questions about someone who looks like you. I said I don't know where you are.
Totally different.
Sounded like he was gonna be back someday. So I told him where you are. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. This has not been the first time. This will not be the last. He only knew slow moves in the past. Oh, you're not too fast to last. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this Got to find the brightness in the soul. Not look outside to find out where we are. Oh, you won't be satisfied until you make possessions of the stars. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. She's making it all come true this time. Someone was round here asking questions about someone who looks like you. I said I don't know where you are. He said that he was going to be back. I told him where you are. She's making it all work out this time. She's making it all work out this time. She's making it all come true this
Very cool. Like, you know what I loved about this one the most? Of course, well, the lyrics, the singing was awesome, and the whole I love the guitar. There was a lot of chords, but it was also like some lead guitar there and some delay stuff and slap back going on, and also some like percussion. But what I loved about this song is it started off literally dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum, and even so the intro and then pretty much like the bridge, the chorus, and everything. The entire song was boom ba boom ba, and that alone gives me a lot of like satisfaction, because I just struggle so much with drums, because I'm not a drummer, and I don't know how to play drums, so I can't, when I'm doing my own music, I don't know and I do know, of course, what I want and everything, and what time signature and how to count and everything, but I don't know how to play the instrument. So that's the hardest thing for me. Like I can build like the skeleton that you say of the song, which is a chord progression and everything, and add solos, but the drums is so hard. I need someone, so that's why I have a friend or friends who are drummers, and that's, but I would love to, just like do it myself, but it's just, it's never gonna sound, I don't know. So it's not gonna sound like a drummer, but what I loved about this, that the whole song kept the same rhythm, time signature, and the drum pattern was the same, and it still worked, and was a great song, and that just like makes me very happy, because sometimes I was like, maybe I should just record an album without drums, just rhythm guitar, and that could be the drums, or count for the drums, and but I guess percussions, I don't know, but I just loved it. I was really focused on the pattern, and then I just noticed that it was not gonna change, even when the song kind of like changed. I really like that, and I've also noticed that in later Steely Dan albums, that Donald and Walter, they would use like, just like it sounded very like, not like a drum machine. I think it was a real drummer, of course, because they all have like musicians that are incredibly talented, but just as a more simple, to keep it more simple, and maybe to make it more radio friendly as well. When the drums are not so complex, I think that does help. I mean, yes, it's obviously not, like for all of us, and I know there's a lot of prog lovers on this channel, obviously it's that's something that we'll miss, but I think it's just easier to compose a song that is more like a radio friendly, or like a hit, like if you listen to songs that are very popular, I think, I mean, of course there's also hits with very like difficult drum patterns and stuff, but I think this like 4/4 rhythm, really worked for the song. So I don't know, let me know what you think about this. Do you rather have, a just a steady rhythm, or do you like for the drums to be all over? I guess, in this song you had the drum pattern, and then you had the percussion player do it like the little fills and stuff, so. But yeah, very cool. Overall, I think the CD is very good, and it's a feel good, it has really cool lyrics, and just sounds nice, it's easy listening, easy to listen, and good production, everything. So let's keep going. Now we're gonna change the album. Second album is called Goodbye Jumbo, and this is from 1990. So let's see if we change to style here a little bit. That's what I love also when we do these little different times, but the same artist. And I love how sometimes the band completely changes because of the times. This is 86, now 90. We're getting into the grunge phase. Everybody's doing the grunge thing. But some people were not, doing that at all. They're keeping to their thing. Bands like, you know, Judas Priest got like, because they were in the 80s, they were like super. Judas Priest is like a weird example, because Judas Priest was very campy and very like happy, you know, in the 80s. And the 70s, they're very, you know, like hard rock. They were not metal. And then in the 80s, they were like metal, but it was kind of like campy and happy. And then suddenly in the 90s, they became like this. I don't know what happened, but they became like this super heavy band. And then you can look at other bands like Metallica that were super heavy in the 80s, and in the 90s they became more like a radio friendly version of Metallica. And so it's so funny how everything kind of like changes, but I love to see change, you know. A lot of people do kind of fall off when bands do that, like, you know, perfect example is Genesis, you know, 70s progressive masters, and then in the 80s they became, you know, pop masters, but their music was still amazing and good, you know. But yeah, I guess that's a good example. And then in the 90s, I don't know, I guess more pop. I mean, you know, they wanted, of course, to make money, and I think it was pretty hard in the 80s to make money with prog, you know, but 70s prog, nobody would listen to that, I guess. Just the music freaks, you know. I guess like people like us, you know. So let's see. This is Way Down Now and Goodbye Jumbo. Let's see how they changed.
Inside my TV, I never stop to wonder why I'm way down now. I'm way down now. Some faceless cat on the screen, the most honest man I've ever seen. I'm way down now. I'm way down now. Won't you show me something true today? Come on and show me anything but this. She took us by the hand. Hell was the promised land. I'm way down now. I'm way down now. I'm lying by the road 'cause she cut off all my clothes. I'm way down now. I'm way down now.
So calling me crazy, but don't you think that sounds a little bit like Mick Jagger? Like, not the voice, not the timbre of his voice, the style, the delivery of the vocals. Ba 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 da ba ba da, and then I'm almost like in doing the Bob Dylan thing, but it sounds a little bit like the ba da 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 ba da 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 da. You know, that kind of just like rhythmic delivery of vocals. Like, listen.
Something true today. Come on and show me anything but this. Inside my future, what I see just makes me cry. I'm way down now. I'm way down now. The clocks will all run backwards. All the sheep will have two heads. A Thursday night and Friday will be on Tuesday night instead. And all the times will keep on changing, and the movement will increase. And there's something about the living rate that sends me off my feet. There's bleeding in the sewers, and the rats are on their way. The
Totally.
images of my perfect day. And I know I'm not alone. And I know I'm not alone. And I know I'm not alone.
I'm sorry. That's the Stones right there. Woo 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 woo. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just a fan, you know. I mean, but I love the bass. I love the song. It's really good music, and I'm not comparing. I'm just, you know, reacting. Honestly, you know, like, because some people take it too personal. You know, like, I'm not saying one band is less or one band is better because they sound similar. Music is always going to sound similar. Every music, because there's only, you know, a limited amount of notes that we all, you know, have to use, and that's it. Basically, you know. So yeah, but yeah, this sounds like a little bit like Stones because of the backing vocals. Listen. I guess that was a coincidence, the whole woo woo. But it's so funny because I was thinking the entire time, because when I said the delivery is like Mick Jagger, I was like, I was gonna do it for you guys, like the pleased to meet ya. I hope you know my name. I don't know if the lyrics go like that, but and then the ooh ooh, and then they start doing it. I was like, oh my god, this is so bizarre that happened. But I think there's a little bit of a similarity just in the delivery, and I think it could be, you know, sometimes the way I play certain notes or a certain scale, or the way I mute the strings in a certain way, or play legato or staccato, or, you know, if I pick certain notes, or some notes I play with my fingers, some notes I play with my thumb, with my fingers. And it's, I don't know, and because at that moment I want to sound like a certain someone, or I just want it to sound like a certain thing that I've heard before. So I'm sure that happens as well with vocalists. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna, because I said the first song sounded a little bit like Mick Jagger, and then the second one, it didn't sound like him at all. And I think it's just a style of singing that he might have developed and that he loves, and he's not trying to sound like, so that's why I think that's where I draw out the similarity, you know. But I can just see the thing, because when I play, sometimes I want to sound a little bit like, I don't know, just in the moment, it just comes to you, you know, when you improvise, and when you have all these effects, and you have your instrument, and you have all these like pickups, and every pickup sounds different, and you switch, and you make it sound lighter, and you play with the volume, and it's just like, you have like this technical command over the instrument, so you pretty much can sound like whatever you want, but you do change a lot. And I think that is with bass guitar, drumming, you know, singing, everything, every kind of instrument has that. So, and I consider obviously vocals an instrument. So, okay, this was very good, very different. I love the whole vibe and everything. Now, this is the third album from World Party. Is it like today? Question mark, from Bang, and this is from 1993. So again, another 3 years later. Let's check it out.
Ago, hey, looked out through a glassless window. All that he could see was Babylon. Beautiful green fields and dreams, and learned to measure the stars. But there was a worry in his heart. He said, He said, hey, how could it come to this? We're really worried about living. How could it come to this? Yeah, we really want to know about this. Is it like today? Oh, oh. Then there followed days of kings, empires and revolution. Blood just looks the same when you open the veins. And sometimes it was faith, power, or reason as the cornerstone. But the furrowed brow has never left his face. He said, how could it come to this? We're living in a landslide. How could it come to this? Yeah, we really want to know about this. Is it like today? Oh, oh. Then there came the day. Man packed up, flew up from the planet. He went to the moon, to the moon. Now he's out in space, hey, fixing all the problems. He comes face to face with God, who says, how could it come to this? I'm really worried about my creation. How did it come to this? You're really killing me, you know. It isn't just a day. Oh, oh. Is it like today? Hey. Oh, is it like today? Oh, hey. Many years ago, he looked out through a glassless window. Didn't understand much what he saw.
Very interesting. So different. Da 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 da. Ba-dum. Dun da 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 dun dun da da. Very like yeah, very easy to remember, to sing along. I liked it that it was more like an acoustic, you know, power. Not power ballad. Power ballad is like In the Dead of the Night by this was, I guess it was more like an acoustic song, and really cool, totally different from his 80s stuff. Like, but then again, you know, it's just one song compared to just 3 songs. I can't really say totally different. I don't know. It was really good. I really like him. It's really a shame that, you know, that he just passed recently and so young. And I think it's a great marathon of music. JK, thank you for getting me exposed to him, because sometimes I really don't remember. Like, I just did a song by Camel, and you guys, I don't know if you know Camel, but I did Ice, but I did it a year ago, like the live version. I had no recollection, you know, of doing it. And so, you know, sometimes there's so much music and I just don't remember the names. And so, yeah. And so I guess that it was for me, this one was like my first real. Now if someone tells me, have you heard like World Party, I would say yes. Now I know what they're about. And I really like it, really cool, really easy to listen to, and good quality. And I like his voice, and also the music is not too like difficult to get into. It's not all about solos and improvisation and stuff like that, even though I love all this stuff. But it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be in every piece of music I listen to. And I just became this way, like I used to be very like, oh, if it doesn't have a solo, then I'm not interested, that kind of nonsense, So I don't know, I'm just more open to everything. There's just a couple of styles that I can't stand, and that's like reggaeton music. I can't with that, that doom taka boom tak doom taka boom taka doom taka boom tak, that horrible stuff they play in like clubs. Like I literally get like, I have like an allergic reaction to that kind of music. And then mumble, whatever. I'm not even, I'm not even I enjoy rap, not that I'm like, I have like rap on like all day. No, but I do appreciate rap when it's really good. But this like mumble stuff, that's not rap. You can even ask the rappers, the original rappers of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that the inventors of the genre, and they're like, nah, that's not rap, It's like, so yeah, that's so mumble rap, like reggaeton, I can't stand it. And but other than that, there's another style, it's a Mexican style called I don't know if it's called banda, but it's like, it's pretty much mumble rap, but it's just in Spanish. So, and instead of like beats, they have like trumpets and accordions. I can't stand that music either. And I love Mexican music, don't get me wrong. Mariachi music is wonderful, beautiful, and but yeah, then they butcher it with this banda stuff. So, but yeah, other than that, I listen to everything. This was very, very good, very interesting, and easy to get into. This is music you can listen to pretty much everywhere, and everybody and anyone could listen to this and enjoy it. That's just like something that I like. There's some genres that just don't go very well, but this anywhere. So again, thank you so much, JK. This was very interesting. I enjoyed it very much. Everyone in the comments, or if you're watching this, please let me know what you thought of the marathon, of the music. And like I said, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like, the usual stuff, subscribe, all that YouTube nonsense. I have to say it because otherwise you guys don't you don't do it. But well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, JK. I'll see you guys in the next one.